rather appeal in peace in Belagavi. The Maha Vikas Agadhi leaders have taken out a protest rally to Belagavi. Now, protesters as well as cops have clashed in one of these checkposts as well. Amidst the simmering tension, MES has vowed to hold a Maha Milava. In fact, Section 144 has now been imposed in Belagavi over the tense face-off.
One side, Maratha government, BJP government, they are attacking about the Belagavi issue. Another side, you wanted to project and eliminate Savarkar by putting inside the Karnataka Assembly. Shame on their part of
this is a diversionary tactic, sir.
Definitely. I don't want to discuss about whether Savarkar, any persons. Those people are over. Now, several people who are suffering from several issues. Further, you look into it.
So you will not be attending the...
No, I am not attending, madam. I am not attending. There is no useful. They are also attending that assembly there.
Well, there you have it. Despite the warning which has come in from Amit Shah, you can see the kind of rabble-rousing which is happening on the ground. The Maha Vikas Agadhi leaders, of course, led by the NCP, have already tried to enter. Not just that, you've seen how they are clashing with the policemen as well. They're stirring up the passions. Remember, this after both the chief ministers of Maharashtra as well as Karnataka met Home Minister Amit Shah last week in the national capital, where the Union Home Minister had appealed for peace and said stop the provocation. But despite the warning, you can see the kind of provocation which still continues. There are protests which are being held in Belagavi, which is contested, remember, by both the states, where they are claiming that it belongs to their state. Instead, these provocations are continuing on the ground. In fact, we have more reactions also which are coming in. Listening to Sena Uddhav factions, Aditya Thackeray, who has also slammed the Shinde Sarkar for not having done enough.
It is sad that after a meeting in Delhi, even after that, the Chief Minister of Karnataka has been aggressive and anti-Maharashtra. Sadly, it's unfortunate that the states which are a part of the same union are fighting like this. There is an issue in the court, let's fight it out in the court. But such undemocratic behavior from the Chief Minister of Karnataka and such aggression is uncalled for. Sadly, our own unconstitutional government is scared of reacting and is not even voicing anything for the people who are facing injustice there. That is sad.
उद्धव ठाकरे गुट ने पूरी तरह से महाराष्ट्र की जनता इस सीमावासियों के साथ में है। जिस तरह से ये काम केंद्र सरकार की ओर से किया जा रहा है और खास करके कर्नाटक गवर्नमेंट डोमिनेट करने का प्रयास कर रहा है, उसके विरोध में हम हैं। गृह मंत्री महोदय ने यहां पर बैठक लेने के बाद, दोनों मुख्यमंत्री को बुलाने के बाद आज भी मुंबई के और महाराष्ट्र के कोई लोक प्रतिनिधि वहां जाते हैं तो उसको कलेक्टर मना करता है। ये गैर है। और जिस तरह से मराठी भाषिक जो है उनको वहां पर आने की मनाही की जाती है, बात करने की मनाही की जाती है, उसका हम निषेध करते हैं। रेजोल्यूशन तो करेंगे और एक मत से हम रेजोल्यूशन केंद्र सरकार को भेजेंगे कि ये महाराष्ट्र की सारी जनता कर्नाटक सीमावासियों के साथ है।
Let me go across to Deepak Bopanna, who's joining us with the very latest. Deepak, it's very sad to see the kind of provocations which are continuing on the ground at a time when it is the need of the hour for the leaders to tell their cadres to hold their tempers.
Well, every year when the assembly session begins, we see the Maharashtra Ekikaran Committee and of several other groups, of Marathi groups, basically come together and stage a protest that, the assembly session should not be held in Belagavi, which Karnataka sees as a statement of sorts to say that, well, the state legislator is seated in Belagavi and they think this is very much a part of Karnataka and will always be. This has been the stand, of course, of the government here. But when you look at the overall perspective, now, of course, you have, the Uddhav faction of the Shiv Sena going on to hit out at the state government here in Karnataka, saying that people are being detained, not being allowed to protest. Also, hitting out at the BJP-led government in Maharashtra as well. So it looks like there is political opportunism as well coming to the fore, but the border issue still remains, even as the matter is still pending in the Supreme Court.
Matters still pending in the Supreme Court. However, it seems that there is no such appeal which has gone out despite the warning which is coming in from Amit Shah. Is it essentially on the ground, Deepak, the Maha Vikas Agadhi leaders who are inciting passions, or is it leaders from Karnataka as well?
Well, as of now, there have been no protests at all from pro-Kannada groups that have come to the fore, except a few days ago, which we saw that was in retaliation to some protests that we witnessed from the Maharashtra side. And, some of the vehicles were stopped. But as of now, either vehicular movement or in terms of protests from this side of the border has not been. We'll really have to see if pro-Kannada groups decide to up the ante, because there have been protests from the Marathi groups today, led by, also backed by, the NCP and the faction of the Shiv Sena.
Well, keep tracking the developments on that front. Thank you so much for joining us, Deepak, with all the updates. But with that, let's get you a quick roundup of the other stories we are tracking for you here on Times Now. 12 members resigned from the recently formed Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee, citing that over 50% of the PCC members are leaders who recently joined from the Telugu Desam Party, the TDP, adding that KCR has been running a dictatorial rule in the state. Residents of Eknapuram village, which is there in Kanchipuram district, have marched towards the collector's office to protest against the government for choosing their village to build a greenfield airport for Chennai. Well, with that, we are going to be slipping into a short break. Don't go anywhere.